As Star Trek The Next Generation concluded its final episode in 1994, many fans were left wanting more. So why was it gone before its time seemed up? Not only had the series been a massive hit, but it was more profitable than most TV shows at the time. Trekkies clamored for comic books, action figures, novels, and video games.
Only you can make the life or death decisions required of a Starfleet officer.
So it seems like a strange decision to just end one of the most popular and profitable shows on TV. All was not lost, however. As the New York Times reported of the series finale in July 1994, franchises were a big deal in Hollywood, and Paramount wasn't about to take its eye off the prize, even after the end of the series. As the adventures of Jean-Luc Picard wound down, Star Trek Deep Space Nine was launched, with Star Trek Voyager close on the horizon. Meanwhile, the cast of the original series, led by William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy, still hung on. They'd been starring in feature films as recently as 1991, but they were aging, and the decades-old franchise needed a constant infusion of new blood to keep afloat. In 1994, the cast of The Next Generation was still made up of the youngest established crew of the franchise. Deep Space Nine was still finding its feet, and Paramount wanted to start making movies with a familiar cast at the helm. That meant freeing the Next Generation cast from their television obligations. The feature film Star Trek Generations debuted in 1994, only months after the end of the series, officially passing the feature film torch from Shatner's James Kirk to Patrick Stewart's Jean-Luc Picard. The crew of the Enterprise D would explosively destroy their starship in the same movie, ceremoniously ending their connection to the small screen. With the new Enterprise E, they continued to star in Star Trek movies until Star Trek Nemesis in 2002. Despite occasional cameos throughout the franchise, the cast of The Next Generation wouldn't truly reunite until almost 20 years later, for the series Star Trek Picard. Another more obscure reason for the cancellation of Next Generation had to do with the way network television operated in the pre-streaming age. At the time, Paramount was selling the show directly to local stations, an unusual move that had paid off well. Ultimately, the strategy couldn't last forever due to airtime limitations. Stations that bought the show were required to buy rights to reruns, and to air each episode as many as 7 times. As the number of episodes grew with each season, stations that purchased Next Generation would be filling an increasing number of their limited slots with old episodes, and there was no such thing as Netflix for them to offload all that content without broadcast time restrictions. By then, profitability was on a downward trend. As the series grew in size, stations were less willing to pay top dollar for new episodes. Meanwhile, the main cast of a long-running series traditionally had regular pay raises built into their contracts, and The Next Generation was no exception. The cast was getting paid more as the show itself made less money. To this day, Star Trek The Next Generation remains a high watermark for many Star Trek fans. It's enjoying a healthy second life on streaming and in syndication, where it continues to be appreciated by those whose dreams boldly go where no one has gone before. And although it concluded with some unresolved plotlines,
my name is Barash.
Many would be resolved in Star Trek Picard, and most fans agreed that the series ended at the right time.